One login for an entire nation, a fake you for $5, and the age check watching your kid's face. Here's what happened. Imagine a small business owner in Lagos. One password now unlocks her taxes, her health records, her pension, and her vote. Nigeria just soft-launched a single sign-on for every government service. For her, that's a real convenience. It's also a master key. Lose that one login or have it stolen and you're not locked out of one service. You're locked out of your entire life at once. For fraud investigators, this concentrates every high-value target behind a single door. According to Biometric Update, Nigeria is targeting 180 million people for digital ID enrollment by the end of next year. The portal is already live while that rollout is still unfinished. When more of your life sits behind one login, protecting that login stops being a tech habit. It becomes a survival skill. Convenience is one problem, but what happens when the fake knocking on your door costs less than lunch? A mother in the United States got a call this week. It was her daughter's voice, asking for help. It wasn't her daughter. A complete fake identity kit, cloned voice included, now sells online for about $5. That's the shift that should worry every family. The old advice about spotting bad grammar and robotic voices is dead. And for banks and fraud teams, defenses cost hundreds per case while attacks cost pennies. According to Biometric Update, AI identity fraud now drives losses topping $400 billion a year. When researchers tested Americans on spotting deepfakes, they scored barely better than a coin flip. If someone sounds like your grandchild called. That was a safe assumption for 80 years. It isn't anymore. These systems copy who you are. But another system is quietly deciding how old you are. Picture a bartender checking your ID one glance at your birth date, and they hand it back. They don't photograph your face or store it. Now a digital age check takes a selfie, builds a map of your face, and shares it with companies you've never heard of. To answer the same simple question, old enough? For parents, that means your kid's face scan may travel far beyond the app. According to NIST testing reported by OneID, even the best age estimation systems miss by about 2 years for teenagers. There's no setting that catches every minor without also blocking real adults. An age check and an identity check are two different things. A system that only needs to know over 18 should never need to know who you are. 3 stories, 1 thread. Nigeria bundles your whole life behind one credential. Criminals fake that credential for $5. And an age check hoovers up your child's face to answer a yes or no question. Every one of them collects more than it needs, and that surplus is exactly where the danger lives. Links to every story and today's podcast deep dives are in the description. See you next time.